everybody. Hope everyone's doing okay. I'm not really sharing out the stream tonight. Just X and Twitter and the community tab. We begin? Where do I begin the late night rambles at? I think it's only fair to probably talk about the first, well, how I even found out about a lot of the newer generation of Minecraft creators, and that is purely because of the Among Us YouTuber 5up. So he's probably the best imposter I've ever seen in Among Us. But there was a point in time where he had a video, and it had Tubbo in it. I didn't know who Tubbo was. So, naturally because I was a big 5up fan. So I started watching the video, and it was really funny. So I started to look forward to whenever Tubbo would be in one of the videos, and I think this was like November 2020. So basically COVID was still in like full swing. And so I was really busy because I worked fast food back then. And in the US, at least in my state, it felt like nothing during COVID was really closed except for like shopping malls. Like everything was just critical essential infrastructure. That's what it felt like anyway. So, I had been busy with work. And so watching 5up was my guilty pleasure, and then of course then there's Tubbo all of a sudden. So after I think like 2 or 3 videos which had like Tubbo in them, or like clips or whatever, I got recommended a clip basically of the Red Festival on the Dream SMP. I had no clue who anybody was. But I think it was like, oh, Tubbo gets executed by Technoblade. I was like, okay, Tubbo's pretty funny. I don't know who this Technoblade guy is. And that was the beginning of the rabbit hole. I thought Technoblade was really funny. How, I don't know if it's like the iambic meter is how you describe, like, how Technoblade's speech is, like his speech pattern, like, bruh, all that stuff. But I found him pretty funny, and then hilariously, I was like, all right, I guess I watched some of these other clips. I didn't know who Tommy Innit was, and so when I saw his one of his videos for the first time, he was like, most people find me really annoying. I was like, how the hell do you have that many subscribers if people find you annoying? Because I always thought people found me annoying. So, to see somebody take that annoying ability and, like, push it out as their brand and gain that much, it was cool to see. And so when I was and then I started like looking up more about Technoblade and Wilbur, because I think like that was around the time Wilbur blew up L'Manberg, which I still don't know fully what the hell L'Manberg was. But that's when I found SMP Earth. And that's one thing, like, with these survival multiplayer servers that I see, is, like, eventually I'd like to either create one or join one. Just because it seems so fun. Like, roleplay through Minecraft, not like in the 100 days bits that people do. Like, those servers. Like, yeah, those would be fun, but it's like, I don't have the time to just do it for, like, the quick recordings. Like, I don't have the blocks of time to do that. But, you know, watching and finding so many new creators, you know, Wilbur, Tommy, Tubbo, Techno, Filza, yeah, especially Filza. Like, I don't know if anybody's realized it, but there are some moments that I've kind of just, like, ripped off of Filza already on my streams, like when I get up real close to the mic like this, because I always see him do that. Yeah. But it was like I really like because like I said, I really like the roleplay using Minecraft as a medium, because like I grew up playing D&D and Pathfinder, so you know, role-playing games, nothing I'm not unfamiliar with, to say the least. So seeing a geopolitical servers with like the Dream SMP and then SMP Earth, when I started watching back and saw those videos, I thought those were absolutely hysterical. Oh, I'm so sorry, also. Yeah, yeah, that is something that I've done because I always think it's funny when Filza does it, so like I kind of do it just because I've seen him do it a bunch. I'm sorry, I'll try and be more mindful of that in the future. But yeah, there's a lot of ways that just watching those content creators have even like shaped some of my content right now. And a lot of it's like subtle, nuanced ways, but it's no longer like I have to worry about being annoying too much. Also, because it's like, you know, there can be times where I'm watching like some other VOD or clips, and then you have like freaking Tommy in it, who is being just absolutely insufferable, I should to say the least. But then, you know, look at where he's at. He's like, there's so much he can do, and so it is kind of weird to say I'm inspired by what is he, like 19, 20? But you know, the Minecraft SMP, just the role playing with them. It's like I really think it's cool that they can use that as a medium for all that. Especially for like geopolitics and stuff like that, because there was a definite time where I was keeping up on like every clip I could find of Dream SMP stuff that involved the geopolitics. Like, I think the whole disc thing that they had going on for the Dream SMP, I think that was a really dumb center point for a conflict. I really liked when I went back and I watched the whole L'Manberg Revolution bits, like that was great. Even like Quackity's bit in there, you know, absolutely great. I will say right now, I think I will probably end up liking the QSMP a bit more. That's just because there's so many mysteries there. and it's not really written by any of the players, so it's not really acting as much as it is reacting, and that seems really cool. It's like, it's also you know, I get to see a lot of new mods. I don't know how to really install any of them right now, but watching the QSMP, which is Quacky's multilingual server with a bunch of other creators, like that right now is my guilty pleasure for Minecraft. Because like I don't watch a lot of Minecraft except for QSMP. And I'm not gonna say like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get big enough to get on the QSMP, you know, to get invited to the QSMP. Like, I know that's not gonna happen. Like, I'm not that delusional. But I definitely would like to know like the full list of mods that are on the QSMP, and I don't know if Quacky has that available somewhere. Because it'd be fun to kind of like try it out for a video or two. It's just like, I played Minecraft with all the QSMP mods. Here's what I found out. But also, this is like my second time playing Java Edition right now. Like, I thought about booting up the Switch for Bedrock, but the one thing with the Switch is sometimes it kicks me off my realm, which is really just annoying, to say the least. And I apologize to anyone who's getting like motion sick from this. But also, let's see, what was another SMP? I did watch a bit of the Origins SMP, which, you know, I thought was also pretty cool. I wish that one continued. But, you know, everything that I think was going on with some of the creators at the time, and, you know, unfortunately, Techno's death, you know, I think that definitely was the nail in the coffin for some of those SMPs, but you know, it's an SMP is definitely something I would like to join in the future. Like, I don't have the balls to go and like ask anybody to join, because, you know, at least one of my things with YouTube at this point in time is you don't ask to be in things, you get asked. Because like right now I have nothing to offer some of these things, these servers, so I was like, I gotta for lack of a better term, I gotta get good before I can try and join an SMP, especially with keyboard Minecraft, because like I've played on a Switch for so long. Never played Java until now. It's like I'm feeling a little bit more confident since I'm not like streaming on Twitch right now. Which is weird, because it's like I'm bigger over here than I am on Twitch. But Twitch, I just feel like there's a little bit more pressure to like be, you know, a big freaking like Giga Chad gamer or whatever you want to call it, like a tryhard. YouTube, I don't feel like I have to try as hard, and I know that can sound really weird, but I feel like YouTube's a little bit more relaxed. So like, if you want to see good gaming, I guess like Twitch is the place, but like I think the relaxed stuff is more here, because at least that's been my experience so far. Like, streaming Unite on Twitch is something that I want to keep doing, though, at least, because, you know, just because I can get very angry when I play that game. So, kind of want to keep it a little bit calmer over here, because I already feel bad enough. You know, when I was almost swearing, I'm not even almost, I was already swearing up a storm when I streamed Unite over here. And I had to, in the Minsky, coming at some point, wow, man, I'm breaking through my axes fast. But I will say Origins, I really hope Tommy eventually brings that back. Because, like, I've seen Philza and whatnot complain that, well, not complain, but mention that Tommy has been moody that he isn't in QSMP because, you know, Charlie Slimecicle's in there, Wilbur's in there, Tommy's not. You know, Tubbo's in there too. But it's like, Tommy definitely could probably bring back Origins with some new players, like, you know, and basically kind of like inverse it a little bit, if that makes any sense. Like, because like a lot of the Origins players are just on QSMP right now, but you know, like you know, Bad Boy Halo's on the QSMP, so why not get Skeppy for Origins? You know, he could probably find a player base. And of course, that's not to be said with, like, obviously if something happened, like, I got approached to join an SMP, like, yeah, I'd like to join. The only thing is that I streamed so late at night that, you know, you're not really going to get any money, active stuff out of me. Hey, welcome in, Twirtles. But, you know, I really do like a lot of the geopolitical stuff. As far as QSMP goes right now, I think really liking the fact that the Federation is all still shrouded in secrecy. Like, nobody, at least that I know of, has any of the full picture of what the fuck is going on. And I don't know if that's just like, oh, they're just acting like they don't know and it's all discussed beforehand. But you know, the mystery bit makes it a lot more enjoyable to watch, whereas, you know, the scripted improv, that was the Dream SMP. But SMP Earth was also fun to watch the VODs on. You know, because I really like those, you know, building your own nation kind of things. You know, turning yourself into kind of like a superpower. Like, one of my favorite games to play, like, off camera, is Hoi 4, Hearts of Iron 4, and I always use console commands. Oh, yeah, I'm just talking about survival multiplayer servers also. Basically, big Minecraft servers that are hosted by, like, big YouTubers. There's a bunch of other, like, YouTubers who will cover, like, some of the day stuff, and honestly they just spam out clips like mad. But eventually it's like, I'd like to join, like, one of those servers that has, like, a lore, you know, a lore and a story going with it. It's like, but like I said, it's like, I'm too small to, I forgot how fast 250cc was after playing 150cc for a few hours. Yep. I usually always play on 150. Like, last week when I did 200, that was like my first time really doing 200. Where was I? Oh yeah, I really like the lore in some of these Minecraft servers that they just set up, the stories, because it is cool to use it as a medium for storytelling. Because I never thought about that. You know, Minecraft, when I was growing up, I didn't really get to play much until I got my Switch Lite, and it was basically, the few times I did get to play, it was just all about how much shit could I blow up with TNT. I'm good at 200cc, so yeah. I mean, next time we do, like, any Mario Kart stream on the channel, you know, there's gonna be enough warnings that we, well, enough of a heads up so that way people can join. Because I know, I think we're up another 20 subscribers from the last time we streamed it, so. But as far as, like, arcs and the story arcs in some of these SMPs, some of them just make absolute no sense with, like, confusing payoffs, and then, like, they feel rushed sometimes. Like, what was it? The Egg arc on the Dream SMP, or I will say, even like oddly, the first day of QSMP seemed rushed, and I really wished on Origins SMP, which was Tommy Unit's server, I wish that there was actually more story in that one than just Philza's gonna be evil. Evil Crowfather with Tubbo as a henchman. I wish there was more to that, and that's why I kind of wish eventually like he'll bring it back. But like I said, most of the players on there are on QSMP, except for like Captain Sparkles, who I didn't really start watching until like a year or two ago, and that was only like on occasion, like clips, because I don't have a lot of time to watch a lot of other streamers for the most part. So, you know, it's just been interesting watching the clips and learning what I can about, you know, streaming and talking to a chat from a lot of these other streamers that I see. Even if I'm not streaming Minecraft, it's like I can, you know, I learn a lot from them. Really the first time I cut birch down? But yeah, let's say if like just thought exercise, like if I joined the QSMP or something like that, I think I'd want to be in like one of the few who actually like just blindly goes with the mystery, probably maybe evil organization, just out of what's the term, innocence, basically. Just be innocent and innocence and compliance, basically. Like, how was I supposed to know they were evil? You know, all they've ever been is nice to me. And that would just put, you know, just to kind of like add a little bit of conflict, because like right now it almost seems like every, you know, all the streamers on there pretty much are like, oh yeah, don't trust this, you know, NPC, because like they have the admins there as like NPCs on stuff. But it's like, for the most part, like they've all said like, oh yeah, don't trust so and so. But what if somebody did trust so and so? Just blind faith. Yeah. I really would like to join an SMP that actually has like plot and political stuff. Because I feel like in that sort of scenario, there's so much more you can actually do than in regular Minecraft with friends. Because like regular Minecraft with friends is like, oh, I need this resource. Okay, I'll get this. You know, there's not. It's really weird. It's hard to explain. It's like, I think there's more thrill if they add a little bit more stakes into it and drama, and there kind of be like some, of course, like non-malicious drama. Like obviously nothing that affects like real life. Like, you blew up my house, I'm going to kick you in the balls now, or anything like that. But it's something that I do hope to do one day, is maybe join an SMP that has a lore. You know, because I miss playing D&D and stuff like that. And granted, well, I don't I'm still kind of like uncomfortable with the idea of playing D&D over the computer, just because like the last people, some of the last people I played with for D&D, like they cheated a lot. Like I'd see this guy roll like a 2 and then he pretended it's a 20, like a nat 20. And then like his characters always had to be the center of attention in all the plot. Like he'd come up with like 14-page backstory or whatever. And it was like, it was never fun because like he'd always, in and out of game, he would bully me and then bully the characters I was playing in game. It got to the point where like my dad even had me, because he used to be the DM. I had made this awesome character because we used to like power game a lot. Like it would be concept characters a lot of times, so we were more powerful than like what our level was. But I had this one character that was like a monk sorcerer, and like she could jump across like entire like chasms and stuff like that, and throw lightning with her fists. And then we got to a dungeon, and his character, one guy's character, and then 2 others bullied my character into just standing guard the entire time as they went and cleared the dungeon, because they were pissed off that I was doing something cool and that I was doing better than them in the game. So they had, and then when I tried to argue out a game, like, hey, it's not really cool, whatever, they're like, no, you need to do it. You've been distracting the gameplay for everybody else, so we need to have your character, it makes sense for her to do this. And then, what was another time? Oh, yeah, there's another time where I had a wizard. And during character creation, sometimes the DM would get, my dad would get a little buzzed, in which case he would give you sometimes ridiculous magic items during character creation. I had a potion of shape change. So we went like a couple sessions, and no more saying cuss words, guys. I don't know why. Did the stream get age restricted maybe or something? But D&D, yeah, I used to play D&D a lot. I had a wizard with a potion of shape change, which, technically, yeah, by rules you shouldn't have, because you can't put 9th level spells in potions. But apparently it was like, he decided like, oh yeah, this has been passed down your family for, for a while or whatever. So, it got a couple sessions in, and my wizard had been just getting called useless over and over and over again by the entire party. And it was like, she was trying her best, and even had, done some stuff that really helped the party, and then the party just kind of basically just shit on her. So then our ranger, our NPC ranger guide, got taken prisoner by like a young adult. I think it was like a green dragon, like in this cave with a waterfall out in front. And it was a Punch Bowl Falls, and I hear my dad expressly state Punch Bowl Falls because in real life we had gone to a Punch Bowl waterfall, which is when there's a deep kind of like a crater or a pool where the waterfall drops in. So I was asking some questions before the party decides to start going and trying to rescue the ranger, right? So we roll initiative for the dragon, right? I get the highest initiative, so I get to go first. And so I drank the potion of shape change and turned into an adult. I think it was like a bronze or copper dragon. It was whatever was immune to like the green dragon's breath weapon. And I grabbed this dragon as another dragon. Did I just not make the axe? And then decided to fight it underwater. The entire party had to sit there for half an hour as I am fighting this dragon. I'm rolling stat for stat and going hit for hit on this thing. It was really cool. Like, my dad was super giddy because it was my freaking moment. Only for after I kill the dragon, for the jerk in the party, who hadn't been the most nature protecting ranger, decides to start telling me that I should be ashamed of myself for upending the balance of nature and all this stuff because I just removed an apex predator. The bard had already one-shot a different dragon earlier in the day with a cold shot to the head. Didn't get talked to. No, it was my character that was ruining everything, and I had to be ashamed. This is like, but our guide was grateful for it, and my dad even had the guy to come to my defense. It's like, no, she saved my life, and it was like, no, we had you. But yeah, there's a few times where I actually got to do something to the bully people. It was like, at one point I had a barbarian with a great axe, and I got into a pit fight with another party member with, my dad said there was like some magic fields, that way we could go all out technically with the other, but we couldn't use magic and nobody would die. So he made like, he found like some homebrew psionic class, and he decided to play catfolk, so he was trying to, showboat and everything like that. Thinking that, yeah, he doesn't need the psionic powers to whip my barbarian's butt. My barbarian walks in there with a great axe and two-shots him. Just straight up two-shot him. And this man started crying at the table. Like, eyes roll puffy, tears down his face. He was like, it's not fair. He's like, you better roll on the table. I want to see it. No, I want a rematch. And too late. We had to move on. We got the info we needed. My character made a hefty profit. Yeah. So like I miss playing D&D, and like those people, they killed a lot of my love for D&D. This is why I haven't really played a lot either in the last few years, because my work schedule hasn't always lined up. But I think like something that where I could feasibly, like on my own time, stream. Like, I'd like to join an SMP that actually has like those D&D elements of like there's a story to be told. Even if I don't get like as much input, even if it's like, okay, we have to, hey, we're gonna kill your character off for whatever in this story or whatever, I'd be cool with that. I just want to have some fun with that, because it's like role playing and like DMs and whatnot. That's kind of creepy to me a little bit, but yeah, it's playing D&D online. It's just there's too many things where like I've seen people cheat in real life. There's no way to fully verify, I think, dice rolls a bunch. It just, or like stats. So like a lot of my trusts after some people have, I don't know how to play, but we could. I mean, I gotta get to 500 subscribers before I even make a Discord again. Like I haven't, like, of course I have my own Discord account, but like I deleted my server like a few days after when I started streaming here. That's just because to erase some bad memories. Yeah, and it's one where it's like if I were to do something like that, it would have to be like a dice rolling bot or something like that. But also it's like, I know there's people who can code, so it's like I always feel confident when there's more of the, hey, roll the dice in front of the table so everyone can see, and not like you're not able to really manipulate it. Like the bully guy would constantly like quickly cover the die so that way nobody could see the roll, and then I think most of the time it was always like, oh, it's a 19 or a 20 usually. And when it was open-ended, it was like he would get to the point where it's like, okay, he'd have to roll like a 15. He'd throw him and say like, oh, it's a 15 every once in a while, but it's like, dude, I just watched you fumble. He was like, no, you didn't. Mind your own business. It took a while for my family to really realize what was going on there, so they were eventually not allowed to play, and think I've played like 2 campaigns since, but they've just been like one-offs. There's a lot of like D&D characters I wish I could play again, but I think at least for video games, and then the storytelling aspect, I really want to join a Minecraft SMP once, because like for as controversial as some of the figures are, I know some people are gonna judge me for saying it. I did like the Dream SMP. Does that mean I agree with everything on that server and everybody on it? No, absolutely not. But there's a lot that I think it did right. Yeah, it's just I want to get to 500 subscribers before I do anything like that. Just because I also want to make sure that my community is also a little bit more my own, rather than just like borrowed from all my friends, people, servers. So it's like I have friends I've made in other servers. I have a list of people who are on that Discord who want to be notified when I make a new Discord, but yeah, it's just it's one of those where I want to have my own community to start with here, and we're getting there. I mean, like, we have 380 people subscribed. At least last I saw here, yeah, 380. So it's like we're getting there, but I also know like not everyone who subscribes is gonna like join the Discord or anything like that. So I wanna wait till like 500 and make a. Well, I actually still need to make like a general channel update video, because I know there's probably like some people who are subscribed who see me streaming this late and have no idea what the heck happened for me to be streaming. So, yeah. There's a lot I still need to do, but like right now with everything going on in my life, it's basically wake up, get ready for work, go to work, come home, stream, go to bed. On my days off, I stream on Twitch and on YouTube. But definitely, I could really also see myself playing Minecraft a lot more if I was part of like something like an SMP. It's like I don't expect Minecraft to really do well on my channel right now, because it is more like Pokemon content, even despite the Zelda theme name. But eventually, I think there will come a point where I will drop the Hylian out of the name. But like, we're still a ways away from that, because like right now it is recognition for a lot of people that, oh, when I join a server right now, it's still like it's Hylian J. It's not anything else, and usually it still differentiates me from other people, because if I just like switched it to J appears, I don't feel like that's fully like a channel name. Like it could be. Like a while ago, like my channel name used to be Wild J appears, but then I found out there's a clothing store in Yakima with a trademark on Wild J, so I changed that out of worry about copyright, because like I know Nintendo doesn't really go after channel names as much, because like I'll see people with like yesterday we got rated by Horsey Gaming. I don't think Nintendo would go after them for having like a Pokemon or something like that in their name, but like a clothing store is one where I was like, Yay, 3-star shell cup and 200cc. Nice. Good job. I also don't know what I'm going to do with all this dark oak wood. Eventually, I need to get like a quieter mouse too. Or at least like fix my mic settings or something like that. But like in the future, I do want to join an SMP. I think it'd be really fun. I think some people could get a real kick out of things that I could do there to be a little chaotic. Yeah. I'm sorry, like, I'm not doing, like, the most exciting thing right now on the stream, which is just, like, mining a bunch of wood, but also I didn't really share the stream out anywhere tonight other than my Twitter and then on the community tab. And that's just because, like, this is meant to be a little bit more chill stream. Gonna keep it a little bit short, probably gonna... I don't want to go too long just because I also have an early shift tomorrow. I don't have the second channel right now. It's like I thought about restarting on a different channel, but yeah, I was trying to cut the wood with a shovel. Like, eventually, I know I'm gonna have to set up a second channel, just for VODs, because, like, I saw how well the last Unite VOD did. Yeah, it's Highland J appears on both Twitch and YouTube. And, the appears part is actually just because, originally, with it being Wild J appears, it was definitely going to be like, I was going to, of course, do a lot of Pokemon stuff on there, and I ended up doing that regardless. But that's because, like, whenever a wild Pokemon shows up, it's always like a wild, blah 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 appears. So I wanted to kind of like base it off that as a little tongue-in-cheek gaming reference. And it still kind of is a little bit because Hylian J appears, but it definitely could be a lot better, I should say. Yeah. Yeah, I stream Pokemon Unite over there. Usually on like any day off, I'm gonna probably like double stream Unite, or I might, like, if I take a day off of YouTube, I'll go over there or something like that. It's basically when I play a lot more of the intense games, I think, or like mature games, I think I'll probably keep it over on Twitch. Because, like, what have we done here? We've done Animal Crossing, we've done Pokemon, we've done Mario Kart. And now Minecraft. So it's like I haven't fully played like any like super violent games yet. And I think that's, algorithmically, I think there's probably, it might work better if I keep that stuff over there. That's why I want to get a second channel for VODs, for Twitch VODs. But I also don't have an editor, so like anything I stream over here is going to be done without an editor. So, I want to try and keep it wholesome. Keep this channel to where, like, yeah, careful that I know switches can overheat. I want to keep this channel to where, like, even people who are tired or whatnot, they can just, like, listen to it before they go to bed if they don't, like, listen to ASMR or stuff like that. I want to be a channel that everybody can enjoy. Granted, I know the first person I gotta have enjoyed the channel is myself, but like, so far we're building a nice little community. It does mean a lot, because like for years my channel was like in the doldrums, just because like it wasn't uploading. I didn't have any, anything I would upload had like a lot of low quality, or it was just clips taken from my Switch. any video that had my face in it didn't really do well. Some of the webtoon videos did alright, and that's also because like the authors retweeted them. But I definitely want to figure out more on my own bit, like what works for me, what I can be happy with, and what you guys are happy with, and what the algorithm's happy with. Like, I know people have said, oh, you shouldn't just stare at your analytics all the time as a small channel. No, I look at that a lot. I look at my impressions. So, like, when we had that first Mewtwo stream, where we were beating up that 7-star raid Mewtwo, I definitely was like, okay, this did well. I had fun. Viewers were having fun. And it did really well analytically. Like, it was one of the best streams I've ever had. So that's why we did that second one as well, because I know I had fun, viewers had fun, you know. And that's one thing where it's like, I don't want to keep like streaming a game just because like I enjoy it if my viewers don't really, you know, fully enjoy it. Well, I'm hoping to be a good creator. It's like, I don't want to like get too big for my own britches right now, completely. But it's like I've always had the self-confidence problems. But yeah, no. I always had a feeling like, all right, there would be a chance if I got a PC that, you know, and I start streaming again, there's a chance the channel couldn't back. I didn't think it would come back nearly as well as it did. You know, but I'm very grateful to everybody who has subscribed and, you know, has come out and to like multiple streams. Like also I will say I'm very grateful for how often you have shown up. Yeah. Ugh, sorry. I had a blizzard earlier today, and I'm pretty sure I'm lactose intolerant, but it was a hot cocoa blizzard, Oreo blizzard. Like, I had to. I wanted to treat myself today. What is everybody's favorite flavor of Blizzard? Because the thing, like the Choco Brownie Extreme is my favorite. I don't know if they call them something different in other parts of the world, but oh, I appreciate it. I appreciate Turtles. I hope I can continue to entertain. But I know I do still need to actually revise some of the playlists, because found out that Floral Flurry that I had playing on stream the other day from Smash Bros. Is actually flagged by the copyright system, so that video got copyrighted. I didn't get like a strike or anything like that. They just took, so like, alright, if you get monetization, we're taking monetization from this video. I'm okay with that right now. Yeah. Yeah, I still need to actually take a full day and reorganize my channel page, too. Because there's things that need to be updated. I need to create some, like, subscribe lists, and still need to actually make a more chill playlists. I need to finish up also uploading like burning some of my CDs to this computer. But yeah, there's a lot I want to do. And of course, you know, not all Minecraft related, obviously. It's like, unless something happened like overnight and it's like, oh, yep, guys, I'm a Minecraft content creator now because I got invited to this big ass server or whatever. Yeah, I swore in a Minecraft stream. Oh no. They're gonna come for me now. Someone unsubbed? Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, I hope they have a good rest of their night, though. It's unfortunate, but, you know, sometimes these things happen. I'm not gonna beat myself up too hard over it right now. But it could just be like Minecraft's not their thing, so. But I'm just hoping I can keep everybody happy, at least. When was your oh crap, school is actually fun moment? Jeez, man, I graduated years ago now. It's been 7 years since high school. I mean, there's always like those fun moments. But it's like, you know, there's always like those, you know, you'd have certain teachers that were fun, and then you'd also have like certain teachers that are like, I don't like this, or certain classes where like, you know, I couldn't for the life of me understand like this thing called like the train track method that they wanted everybody in chemistry to use. And like, well, I used to be able to freehand all my conversions and get the right answer, but because I didn't do it in the way that they wanted, like any answer I'd have would be marked incorrect because you didn't use the train track method. I'm like, this method is stupid. I can't figure this out, even with the teacher trying to explain it to me. But I'm still getting the right answers. So the second trimester of that class I just spent as like a glorified TA, basically. That was actually one of the really fun things that I had in high school was with my school. Hilariously, and I kid you not, the biology teachers at the time were actually identical twins. It was always one of the coolest parts about our school, was the biology teachers were identical twins. And the one time that they would tried to, you know, pull the little switcheroo on the students, it was easy to call them out because one of them was a lot more laid back and chill, where the other one was like, you could tell, was like, yeah, you have ADHD. Because she'd always be bouncing up and down, and it's like, look, no. When they swapped, it was like, no, you're not. Go back to your class. How could you tell? You don't look like you've had 12 cups of coffee today. Your tennis coach in middle school is a biology teacher. Yeah, they don't really have biology before high school in my area, so. But like, I was in band for a few years. I'd say a few, but it was 7 years. Ooh, I got good on that one. Yeah, that classes for high school credit were always nice. Because, like in middle school, I had algebra and I got high school credit for that. I had a couple classes get me college credit, but I never like pursued an associates or anything like that. And to be honest, like if you asked me to do what I used to do in like video production class in high school that I have college credit for, I could not, for the life of me, answer any questions like that because like I don't remember how to do anything. Same with Photoshop. It's like technically I had college credit for Photoshop, but the hilarious thing was, I never really used Photoshop in that class because I used to go places with my parents and take actual photos that looked really pretty. I didn't need Photoshop to make them look better. Like, oh man, the water looks so great there. I was like, how do you do it? How do you get that effect on Photoshop? And bold-faced lie. I would just say, oh, I just did this and this and this. Oh, really? No. I just opened my shutter longer. This tree's gonna be a pain in the ass to cut down. I hope today's going alright for everybody. You know, first few days after Labor Day, you know, a lot of businesses usually, like, that's when they declare it is now the beginning of the slow season. Oh, that's not good. Why is it raining? That means the zombies are gonna spawn. And I don't have coal. Oh no. Okay, we are just gonna wait out the rain here. Just want to check something real quick. Yeah, yesterday I went to bed at 5. I was so tired. Yeah. I'm back. Yeah, I usually go to bed at like 2 or 3 in the morning. Sometimes it's like as late as like 4:30. You know, I never said I have good sleeping habits. We should probably fix that roof here. Oh, that's convenient. Okay, so we need to... No, not that. I need to... W, thank you. I do hope 500 maybe by the end of next year. Like, I know that's pretty lofty. I'm like, or my goal was 350 by the end of this year. Then we blew past that. Cow spotted. Sheep spotted. I know you guys can't see, but it's kind of trippy because like the very top of my Minecraft screen, since I'm not playing a full window so that way I can read chat, shows up on OBS. Right now this is Java. This is my second time ever playing Java Edition. My Bedrock Edition, I have a lot more stuff in an ancient city under my house. I might stream that eventually to show everybody my realm, but there's not much built on the current realm that I have. I mean, I can probably load up like the backup save I have with the last one and do something on there, because I'm a little bit more decked out on that one. But also that means no cherry, because until we get... I don't know if Wandering Traders already trade cherry stuff or not. But like there's a lot of already loaded chunks, so... Also, I'm not sure how well Bedrock does on YouTube for streams. Yeah, this is Java version right now, though. I need to learn from my brother's friend how to make the super XP farm that he always builds whenever I have a world. Like, at least with Minecraft though, for Minecraft realms, I usually just keep it to like my friends. Found a what? Half bed? Oh, yeah, I've heard of that glitch. Got a lot of dark oak, so we're gonna be able to build we're gonna be able to build a nice bridge. Question is, like, do I have to build like a diagonal bridge, or do I just build like a straight bridge, like from like here, get some like steps up, and then just to ramp it over? Looks like we're gonna need some good columns. Please start. Like, I don't have anything to really dive down right now to set up like full support column look, but I should probably like collect a pumpkin or two. It's too bad you just can't like eat the pumpkins as they are, because that would be a good food source for me right now, rather than just like eating a bunch of apples. That's one thing I like about Java with Bedrock right now, is the fact that I can eat while moving. almost have enough to make a pair of boots. Oh wow, do I freeze if I close if I minimize the window? Wow, okay. Probably not this stream. I'll just chill, just ramble about some of the SMP stuff. You know, some future desires for the channel at least. Looks like, you know, I don't know. Well, I'll probably wait until you have a bigger hard drive to play like any of the popular games like Baldur's Gate or anything like that. Even though I'm not sure if that one would be on like Twitch or YouTube, but no. I do like at least, you know, I think once a week doing a community choice, community voted stream is something I want to do just to stay more grounded and in touch with my audience and like know like, all right, this is what they're kind of wanting. You know, because I gotta make sure it's fun for me and I gotta make sure it's fun for you guys. Well, I'll say a lot of people really do like the shiny hunting. Which, depending on how fast Teal Mask takes for story next week, we could be shiny hunting on Teal Mask on release day too. I just need to get some Herba Mystica and we can do it all that way. Yeah, because like I don't want to sit there and like be completely like self-absorbed about what makes people happy. Because like, yeah, you know, my happiness, you know, yeah, it's supposed to be important, but I also want to make sure everybody else is happy. I want to make sure we're all having a good time. That being said, we're probably playing Pokemon tomorrow. I don't know if I'll do raids or maybe I'll do Legends Arceus shiny hunting tomorrow if people are cool with that. But we'll have an earlier stream tomorrow. By earlier I mean probably like 8 p.m. Pacific time. Maybe 8:30. But I'll probably keep everyone updated on the community page because like I've been really addicted to using that community page a lot since I don't have a channel Discord. Like, you know, I was tempted to like maybe I should just like make it the Discord 400, but I don't want to like just totally go back on my word on like 500 is the number. Cause like I want to set a goal, and I don't want to just like shorten it fully. So. Also, I do like my little cute house. It's very simple, quaint. That's what makes it a W. Yeah, I do try. Just a moment here. think it's, yeah, it's after midnight. Oh, jeez. Yeah, so just because it is after midnight and I do have to get up early tomorrow, I think I'm probably gonna be ending it here. To be honest, bro, if I had the phones, I'd probably done and got the pay the bills and stuff first. Yeah, no, never putting yourself in a financial situation to donate. I'm probably not even, you know, I don't expect anyone to ever donate, but it's there for in case I ever do something where there is like an in-game consequence for somebody donating. Like if I do like a Nuzlocke or something like that, you know, it's like, oh, it's $5 to kill them on, and plus another $5 for every gym I've eaten or something like that. Kind of like a hardcore Nuzlocke. Because I know I have pissed off some of the wrong people on hardcore Nuzlocks for Pokemon games, especially King Corfish. Anytime he streams hardcore and I show up in his chat, the first words are, "No, Jay, don't," because I have a history of murdering his entire team. Exactly. You know, you guys gotta support yourself before you can support anybody else. But with all that said, all that out of the way and stuff, I am going to end stream tonight because I do have to wake up early for early shift tomorrow, and then I'll probably be live, probably with Pokemon or something tomorrow night. So, thank y'all so much for hanging out, and I shall see you all next time. Bye.